Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kemba Walker.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And before we tip off here, it's time to hear from our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. In Julius Randle's 7th NBA season, he became an all-star. He said, "I've been through a lot in the NBA, the ups, the downs. You learn to take everything in stride and have patience. My mindset doesn't change. No matter what, every game I try to be aggressive and make winning plays."
Well, great story. Good stuff, Allie. And these are two young teams, rare for youth to be served in this league. But, Grant, you didn't seem to have any trouble back in your day, partner.
Well, B.A., I played 4 years at Duke, so I came in right away ready to contribute. And that's right. I was fortunate enough to make the All-Star team in my rookie season, too. So I came in ready.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've got Patrick Beverley, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Russell in at the point. And for the Knicks, Barrett plays the small forward with Randle in at the 4. Evan Fournier is out there with Alec Burks, and it's Noel in at center. To the right side. Fournier against Beverley. And it's blocked by Noel. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Noel. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Clock is at 3. Beverley for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Beverley for 3. Randle pulls down the board.
And he's really silencing all the haters. Randle has become a guy you can run the offense through time and time again.
Back to Fournier from behind the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Russell with the ball. Now Burks defending. And he gets the bucket. And Randle effectively became a point center starting last year.
And coach put him in spots where he can make easy reads. So Randle knows exactly when to attack and when to look for a teammate.
Noel, the pass to Fournier. Outside Barrett. The 3-ball. No good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
To the inside. Russell finds Edwards. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Noel hammers it down.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
Pass to Towns. Russell against Burks. Outside Russell. Vanderbilt with a screen. And then Russell with the dunk.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
Fournier, a screen on Russell. Here's Burks. Banked it in off the glass.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Vanderbilt. Okogie's checked in for Edwards. And Beasley has subbed in for Beverly. .156 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Russell. Now here's Reed from deep. Walker pulls down the board.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Robinson, a screen on Russell. Here's Walker. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's McDaniels, guarded by Quickly, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And D'Angelo Russell, looking at his career, he's slowly becoming a more efficient player, learning his strengths and his limitations.
Here's Gibson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to McDaniels. Reed sets a screen. Robinson with the block. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Reed, a screen on Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Russell. Blocked again! And he's able to get it back. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. 27 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Reddish. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Russell against Walker. He takes it in. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's an aspect of Walker's game that I like. I mean, his ability to use the dribble drive and score on the move, nice.
Beasley outside. Jacks up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Knicks. They lead by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And the Knicks, such a feel-good story. You got to give Coach Tom Thibodeau a lot of credit. Julius Randle certainly does.
He has us all bought in. You can't really ask for more than that. A coach who's going to lead us and have everybody buy in, and we're seeing the results. We're seeing the fruits of our labor.
Grant, they certainly are.
And the New York faithful delighted to witness meaningful games once again.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Fournier the 2, Barrett at the small forward. Inside we have Randle and Robinson, and it's Burks in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Fournier, the pass to Burks. 5 to shoot. Randle, a screen on Towns. Here's Burks, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, BA. The Minnesota Timberwolves and their sister franchise, the Lynx, under new management, or at least that's the plan starting in 2023. A key part of this sales agreement was stipulation that the teams remain in Minnesota, something that's got to make the fans in the Twin Cities very happy.
Oh, that's great news, Allie. Thanks for that. Randle on the screen. Fournier with the bucket. Now it's a 6-point New York lead. And every team looking for bigs who can stretch the floor, Clark. If you were playing today, what kind of three-point shooter do you think you'd be?
Well, I wasn't that great back in my career because it wasn't a shot that many teams used a lot, but I would have worked on it to become proficient at it. So I think I would have been a 40% three-point shooter, 35 to 40% given time to work on it, BA. You adapt to the times, and I was actually already starting to work on my three-point game before my injuries took me out of the league.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Burks. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here is Barrett. Randle on the screen. Barrett can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Edwards with it. He had 9 points in his last time out. Pass to Beasley. Towns on a screen. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Knicks with the lead. Barrett passes to Burks. Back to Barrett. Fournier against Beasley. Here's Randle. Up and in on the layup. Randle's got his second bucket of the night.
And saying, you want a piece of this? Randle easily getting the better of that exchange.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Vanderbilt comes in for Prince. Okogie's checked in for Beasley. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Beverly. A minute and a half left in the half. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Edwards. And that one's good. Edwards got his first 2 points.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And Anthony Edwards, he had his ups and downs as a rookie. The talent is abundant, though.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to learn his spots on the floor. Find where he's most effective attacking. And once he gets all that sorted, he'll be a more consistent player.
Russell against Walker. Russell, that's good. Russell's got 6.
And slithering inside, D-Lo. That's Russell's length helping him convert against pressure.
Walker against Russell. Outside Walker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
You know, for somebody who's not the biggest or strongest guy out there, Walker is not afraid to get it done inside. A lot of times he gets to the line because he's fearless in attacking the paint.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second one.
And when you talk to folks around the league, no one has a bad word to say about Walker. He's just a good guy, a loyal guy.
Pass to Edwards. Outside Russell. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
Offensively, it was never their night. The issues they suffered were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
1 second left. Oh, and Reed with a block. And so it's New York, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense.
And thank you for joining us as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the New York Knicks.
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And let's take a moment now to look at the upcoming schedule. What's on the docket?
And for that game against the Pelicans, you love these types of battles. Sort of a toss-up because the talent is similar. Hard to predict who will rise to the challenge, but I guarantee you it's going to be fun to watch.
And we hope you've enjoyed the absolutely stirring intellects of Shaq and Kenny. Now it's time for the second half.
Was that sarcasm, Ernie?
It was, Shaq. Get him.
Easy, big fella, easy.
I don't even know what stirring means.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
Well, the Knicks shooting about 56% in this one. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Jared Vanderbilt. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Edwards, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot. Back to Randall. Clock at 6. Shoots from 14. No good that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Beverley, the pass to Russell. And it's off from 3-point range. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Burks. Noel with a screen on Beverley. Here's Fournier. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
That's good from Fournier. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Minnesota has possession. Trailing by 10. Pass to Towns. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. And Nerlens Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Towns a screen on Burks. Russell from outside. Here's Towns. Yep, that one's good. Towns has gotten his first basket of the night.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And you look at Towns, he's been a fantastic outside shooter since coming into the league. It's a hallmark of what makes him so dangerous. He can do it inside, but he's a lethal jump shooter as well.
And that one falls for Towns. And with Towns in his shooting, he's actually the Minnesota franchise leader for made threes.
How about that? Took over that record, BA, in 2021. Amazing on several levels, no matter how you look at that stat. The fact he's 7 feet and the fact he did it so quickly, mind-blowing.
Robinson, he's checked in for Noel. And so Towns nails them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Randall a screen on Russell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today, Graham.
You know, B.A., it really did. But, you know, it's interesting. I think there were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky. But, boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
McDaniel's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Burks finds Robinson.
Watch the pick.
Pass to Fournier. Lays it up and banks it in. Fournier's got 6 points.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
Beverly, the pass to Towns. Over Randall. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. For New York, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And here's Burks. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Got a hand on it.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Burks. Randall on the screen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First one falls for him. So for the Knicks, Gibson's checked in for Randall, and Reddish is subbed in for Barrett. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Prince. And he makes both free throws. Minnesota has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Beverly, the pass to Beasley. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Alec Burks.
You know, as young as Malik Beasley is, it's really been impressive to see how quickly he's adapted to the pro game. For some guys, it's a struggle, but I think he found his footing fairly easy.
He misses the free throw.
And, you know, Beasley saw a bigger role last year. Full slate of starter minutes were his, and it led to a career high in numbers for him.
Quickly is checked in for New York. Walker comes in for Burks. And he sinks the second. Beasley, a much bigger part of this team, was more a role player early in his career.
And he's a bigger part of this team, B.A., for good reason. He's a natural scorer who can fill it up, and he gives you a legitimate outside threat, and has now become a top option for this offense.
And the shot goes.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Pass to Reed. Here's Okogie. Back to Reed. Shot clock at 5. Here's McDaniels. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Robinson with the block.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Reed to screen on quickly. Here's Beasley. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Noel, he's checked in for Gibson. 35 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Quickly passes it to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Russell, and the 7-footer falls. Russell's got 8 points.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And so it's New York, sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment. And Canada tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. Fournier, the 2, Barrett at the small forward, and it's Burks in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Randall, left side. Shoots from the elbow. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Outside Edwards. Pass to Okogie. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Edwards. The Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Burks passes to Randall. Now here's Fournier. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Burks. No good with a layup.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Towns, a screen on Burks. Russell, the pass to Towns. Here's Okogie. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. And the Knicks making a change here. Noel's checked in. Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Takes a step back. Pass to Randall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And, you know, here's the thing. Few young players generate fouls the way Randall does. Two shots.
First free throw is good.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And Randall drops them both. And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, B.A. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for the league, and you're exposing people to Africa to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
Back to Russell. Pass to Vanderbilt. Shoots over Randall. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Fournier, the pass to Noel. Back to Fournier. Back to Noel. Outside for Randall. From outside the arc. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Beasley. And he can't get the first one. And trying to stoke the competitive balance, Clark, seems like the new lottery system has been working.
I agree with you, flattening the odds a bit, making it a drawing for the top 4 instead of the top 3. A small tweak that has had a pretty good impact, in my opinion.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Vanderbilt. Prince is checked in for Edwards. And it's Beverly in for Russell. Second free throw, no good. New York has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Now Walker. Crosses over. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Prince down low, working on Gibson. Prince can't hit. The Knicks have gotten nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Mitchell Robinson.
And you have to love how he controlled the key, piling up blocks and putting fear into opposing shooters.
And he makes a first.
And a lot's changed for Kemba Walker. Bought out over the summer, and of course this was after he was sent out to Oklahoma City with the Thunder. Now Kemba gave up some cash in that buyout, but he feels like he's in a great fit with the Knicks to help them make another run.
Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. He's perfect from the line this time. And the developmental path for top prospects is evolving. Clark, it was recently announced a new high school league for the top powerhouses.
Well, you could almost see this coming, B.A. Again, creating additional pathways for young players to pursue their professional dreams would lead to other types of competition in the NBA. So we'll see how it plays out. But I'm not totally opposed to it. Again, it's a small percentage of players that would be part of this type of tournament or league. So let's see where it goes.
Here's Reddish. Misses the 3. And here's Minnesota now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to Reed. Over quickly. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Walker against Beverly. A drive by Walker. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Back to Beverly. Now here's Russell. Tipped.
A good defender who uses his body well. Gibson is capable of blocking shots.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. 4 o'clock.